ladies and gentlemen, from Olathe, Kansas, the one and only Damon Hatfield. Creator of GameScoop, lover of cats and women. Let's go. Marty is not dead. There was concern for your life. We thought you were dead. Okay, good. I'm getting some water. I'll host this. Go for it. He has a podcast, but it's like maternal possessions.
Materia possessions. This is a Final Fantasy VII podcast. All right, this is going well. How you guys doing? So, I apologize that Damon and I were late. It's probably Mitch's fault.
Fuck off.
It's your fault, Marty. Come on.
It's probably your fault, actually.
Where's my drinks? You didn't even invite me to the IGN party. What kind of bullshit is that, right?
Wow.
They're like, hey, be on my panel, but don't come to our party.
This shit got super real.
Why buy the cow when you get the sex for free?
I had another panel. It was a thing. Whoa,
I'm
wait,
so
what?
sorry, John.
What's going on?
5 spots.
Yes, that's what it is.
Oh, this is yours.
You're not the host, Greg. Move.
They're all on. I think, here, you take this one. It's not on. This
But it's okay because
No, it's
Damon has the best
absolutely
shirt
on.
ever. Right, guys? How awesome is Damon's shirt?
Well, time to start.
Thanks for noticing.
Better turn off the microphones. Oh, and remember, everybody. All right, so remember, Tim Geddes walks in. You just boo the fucking
no matter
shit
what is
out of
happening.
him. That's not Tim Geddes.
No, we got royalty in the front row.
That's fine, but I'm.
Is Tim
again,
Geddes not here?
No, he's not. He's on his
yet.
way.
No,
he
he's
said to
late.
start without him.
This?
So he's not filming our podcast.
No.
Hey, you can't talk, all right? You just got here 30 seconds ago.
How long have you guys been here for?
They've been here a long time.
30
Jesus
minutes
Christ.
or more.
Why didn't you tell us to leave?
Because we arrived on fucking time like we were supposed to.
Okay.
That's not good. No, I don't accept that.
I don't accept that.
I don't accept that
Thanks,
at all.
Marty.
Should we get this started?
Yes, please.
How does this work, these late night panels and Forces? Are we going to get cut off at 11:30? Like,
Rim's
is there a
got nowhere
hard
to be.
cutoff,
They do
or-
want to go home at some point, but
Yeah,
they
I
can't.
understand.
I think
Not
if-
even listening.
If they're enjoying the show,
Yeah. Okay.
every time we ask, they just laugh. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I feel like we're cutting your mics in 10 minutes.
Hey, Greg, I think that guy has a question.
Wait
or
till the
he's
Q&A.
stretching his fingers.
Hold
Do you have a question, sir?
Hold on. No, we're not. It's not
No, he's
time
got
for
Mario
questions.
Golf.
Oh, wait, it's
It's not time
yet.
for questions yet.
It's not question and answer time.
I can't see.
Ric Flair.
Wait. Hold on.
No, sit. No,
Hold on.
no.
No.
Do you-
There will be time for questions.
We'll ask the. Are you okay? Okay.
Doctor?
Huh?
We're the Wow. Shit. We're the brown people. IGN.com.
They're more than welcome. All the people.
We had to outsource a woman. Can we just start? Let's just start from scratch and get going.
Right? Right?
Jesus Christ.
What? That was a good thing. We're being progressive.
This is a goddamn debacle.
Gentlemen and lady, are we ready to start the show?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus
absolutely.
Christ. Yes.
Indeed.
Here we go. This is how you start a GameScoop. What's up, everybody? Welcome to ign-game-scoop. I'm your host, Damon Hatfield. Joining me today is Smarty Sleva.
Whoa! New nickname. I like it.
Yep. Greg Miller is here.
Ass to ass. Beyond.
Clearly Canadian Mitch Dyer is here.
Scoot.
And joining us from The Escape is very special guest, Andrea Renee is here joining us today.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. It's an honor and a horror to be
And
on this.
of course, the VIPs in the room, the roughly 10 million people that are joining us here in this room today. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah.
None of them, Damon. Tim Geddes.
0 of you are Tim Geddes.
No.
He is
This is why he
Why?
doesn't get that responsibility.
Hashtag
GameScoop
fuck off,
t-shirt here in the
Tim.
front row. I like that. That's good.
Get it trending.
Gentlemen and lady, We're here at PAX East. What?
I just keep laughing. It sounds very strange.
What am I supposed to say? Hey, guys. This is PAX East 2014.
Yeah.
Presumably, we were all on the show today, seeing stuff.
Yes.
playing
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what we liked.
Oh, God.
Actually, it all begins with a little game called Below.
Yep.
I've heard of that.
That's where 3 of our mornings began.
Yeah.
What are you
Don't
doing?
push it off the edge.
I
eh?
know, everybody. That's why I'm looking at if I can move the podium. Everybody calm down. You're seeing it right now, and it's getting angry. It seems like it's got plugs and stuff in it. I better leave it.
Anyway,
So tell us about Below.
Below is so good. Did anybody here get to see Below today? Somebody did.
That is not enough of you.
No,
honestly.
go. God damn it, you guys.
Yeah, seriously. Like, get your shit together and go
Yeah.
first thing in the morning.
Marty and Mitch, how much did we like Below?
Like,
All of it?
This much.
All of it.
Like
Wait,
a
but
lot.
didn't you say
A
you
lot.
played it for an hour? That's a
Yes.
lot of PAX time, right,
That is a
guys?
lot of
An
PAX
hour.
time.
That's
Yeah.
a big commitment at PAX.
that demo is no joke. They brought a big ass video game to PAX.
Yeah.
So for, quick heads up, Below is Capybara's new game, the guys behind Sword and Sorcery and soon to be Super Time Force.
And Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. That game is awesome.
Yes.
That
Don't
game
get
is awesome.
Don't
That's
overlook
true.
that game.
Critter Crunch?
Yes, that game's
Oh
awesome.
my God. Yeah, right?
Jesus.
That's a deep cut.
They got a
They
good rap
make
sheet.
good games.
Yeah, they make really good games. Below, for the sort of awful, Jesus Christ. You have a goddamn cult, Greg.
And they're really rude. They're like as rude as the guy at breakfast the other day.
Yeah,
We're
right?
ordering
That guy
our
was
breakfast.
awful.
The other day
We're
was
3
today,
of
by
5
the way.
orders into breakfast, and the guy next to us interrupts to get a fucking change.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, do you have change for a 20 to our waiter? And our waiter stopped
he
taking
just-
orders to give him money.
Yeah.
Now Below.
Anyway. Below the video game.
Yeah, so it's the crude elevator pitch is that it's top-down, the original Legend of Zelda meets Dark Souls with the most gorgeous sword and sorcery art you could think of, and Jim Guthrie's score, who we got to meet.
Yeah, he
sounds
came in during our
terrible.
demo and
Yeah.
sat down.
Yeah, Jim Guthrie is one of those guys he's like all of our talents combined times 10.
Yep.
Yeah, if you've ever listened to Indie Game, the movie score.
So 0 times
Zero.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the game plays like Dark Souls. The game does not give a fuck about you, and it does not tell you anything.
I want to point out, though, don't let that scare you off if
Yeah.
if maybe Dark Souls isn't your thing.
That's true.
So Dark Souls isn't my thing,
Yeah.
but I like Below.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's not
like-
nearly as punishing. It's a little more forgiving. It gives you breathing room because the systems aren't nearly as complicated. You're not losing as much because you're not gaining as much because you're not going through these dungeons picking up 10,000 items and all this experience that you can lose.
Yeah.
You find a spear and that's cool, but then you die and you lose it. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rad. I'm all for it. It takes some of the systems of Dark Souls. You got bonfires that you can sort of use as checkpoints.
You can
also use
cauterize
them-
your wounds on them.
You have
cauterize
to
your wounds with them.
cauterize your wounds, or else you'll bleed out.
Yeah, if you get hit by any enemy, you get hit by an arrow, you get hit by a sword, you will bleed out if you don't take care of that shit. And so you can cauterize your wound at a bonfire, which is super rad.
The game is awesome.
The game's awesome. Yeah.
They said it was sort of kind of nearing alpha-ish. Super Time Force still isn't out. You don't think
Super Time
Below-
Force is gonna be out soon.
But you
Yeah,
don't-
but they've been showing that game for like
Right.
3 years now.
yeah,
Chris
long time.
is like restarting it. Yeah.
My wonder is there any way Below can come out this year?
I mean, you said it like they've never released 2 games in a year, so
I said it.
But aren't they working with Microsoft Studios to publish that game?
they are.
They've been doing
yeah.
that with Super Time Force too.
Oh, well, there you go.
Let's
There's
just
a
say
Super Time Force
chances
2?
are below 100%.
Actually, Greg,
Remember what I told you earlier, everybody. The pure one, Tim Geddes, arrived in the back.
The pure one.
Mega booze.
For the record, I have no problem with Tim hosting. Totally fine. Greg, what did you like today?
Transistor.
Yeah.
Right? Last time we were at PAX East, right, is when they debuted Transistor.
Yep.
Saw it for
Year
the
ago.
first time, played it. I walked up, and Greg was like, "Oh yeah, we've updated a few things." And you sat down, and you played it. It's somehow
It's another
even-
Greg. He's not talking about
No,
himself.
it's
in
Greg
third
Kasabi
person.
from Up at Noon fame, of course. Sat down and played it. It's even prettier than it was before. It feels better to play. Like it's this final version of that game, and that game is awesome.
Yeah.
May 20th. Take the day off work.
Coming soon, yeah.
Real soon, yeah.
They sneak attacked it. They were like, bam, we're coming out.
What
For
if I work?
PS4 and
Buy
not
it.
Xbox One?
Suck it, Xbox.
God damn it.
PlayStation can't have PlayStation
Yeah,
can't
thank
have
you.
Bastion. Well, you can't have Transistor. Power's gone to Greg Kasavin's head, Arthur. They'll never stop him.
Andrea, what'd you like today?
I really loved Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
I thought it was cool, too.
I don't know how many of you have been to the 2K booth.
Is
but
it better than that terrible name?
Okay, you know what's funny is Mikey Newman is giving the demos in the Borderlands Dome that they have there. If you don't know him, he's been with Gearbox for a really long time. The Chief Creative Champion is his official title. So he said that he was just fucking around and he threw that out in a meeting, and apparently like the head guys were like, ship it. That's the name. And
That's game development.
And he
That's
was
how it
like,
happens.
next thing I knew, it was on a box, and I guess it's a thing. But the game looks awesome. If you're a fan of Borderlands, it's got all of the amazing shooter action that you know. They confirmed to me that it's going to be a full AAA standalone title. It's going to be as big as Borderlands 2, and it's going to be awesome. It looks really great. It's on the moon. There's low gravity.
Yes.
There's cryo guns.
Lasers.
And shit, man. You
Yeah.
get to play as Claptrap? What? I know. Okay,
Yeah,
you guys
that's
don't
the
like
thing.
Claptrap? You hate Claptrap? What the fuck? Come on.
sure.
No? Nobody likes Claptrap? Nobody?
No, everybody does.
Everyone loves Claptrap.
I know, like, that random story called him Frag Trap, but it's Claptrap. It's, like, legit Claptrap.
We all liked the demo, too. Our
Yeah.
demo was driven by Andrew Goldfarb.
Yeah, Andrew! He almost died. He almost died in our demo. He had to get
thought you meant
saved
in
by
real
another...
life.
No, not in real
True
life.
story. Hit
In
by a
the
car
game, in the
today.
game.
Almost died. Luckily, just in a coma.
But it was funny because Mikey was giving him hell, being like, Andrew, quit dying in the demos. Would you just learn how to shoot things? And we all had a good chuckle at it. But Andrew was a good sport.
That fuck up.
Done goofed.
That's why we threw him away like a parking ticket at IGN. We're like, you can't get anything done.
Do you guys think Borderlands had the best like
Jesus.
theater?
Oh my God.
The
Borderlands-
chairs?
I've heard those
in that
chairs are
theater,
legendary.
If you're looking
Right?
for a break.
It's so nice.
Well,
We're all
it is
falling
a
asleep, not
2-hour
because the game was
line,
boring.
though. It's kind of a long time to wait.
What are you pointing at?
I'm just pointing. Don't worry about it. I saw an ant.
What's happening? What's in these?
It looks like we're getting
yes.
drinks. Get you
Wait,
a drink.
what?
It's
Out.
apple juice.
Oh my
apple
God.
juice, obviously.
Apple juice. Thank you.
Is this
Irrational
alcoholic?
passions right there.
Are they so
All
they're
right.
really serving?
Oh, you know,
It is not apple juice.
I was
There's-
told to never take
so
drinks
much.
from strangers.
I don't know what it
isn't
is,
there
but
more?
it's delicious.
Is there roofies in this? I hope so.
Jesus Christ. I'm deeply uncomfortable.
Ladies,
It's okay. That guy's taking me home, right?
ladies and gentlemen of the GameScoop audience, cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for coming out on a late
Absolutely.
night.
We really appreciate it.
There is a stupid amount of people in this room.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that scotch?
Maybe. Scotch.
Yeah. Probably scotch.
It's apple juice.
It's probably scotch.
Damon, get us out of here.
So what else? I have a lot of other games that I like, but I want.
Yeah, what else did you
I don't
see?
want to
What,
bogart.
No, it's
your
you,
number
man.
one is below.
When everyone's below.
What's
Yeah.
below?
Fuck off.
Wow. This is why
You
you
said
make.
about Mitch, I knock him down.
This is why you make the mediocre bucks.
Yep.
Wait, did you play Evolve?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So I have this caveat. Like 3 of my favorite games of the show so far, I did not play at the show. I have played the
Played it
last like
before.
2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Child
really
of
know what the
Light.
fuck you're talking about.
I think I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. You son of a bitch.
Again,
Oh,
I'm
it
uncomfortable.
got serious.
I think a lot of us could speak to these 3 games. At least the 3 of them are below. No, fuck you. Evolve.
Yes.
It's once. Okay, so you got
You're
Evolve.
having an argument with yourself.
He's arguing with
Guys,
his beard.
this is an intervention.
Marty
isn't
needs
it?
help, Greg. Don't discourage him.
So we have Evolve, we have The Crew, and we have Child of Light.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Those to
the
me
crew.
are the 3. Those are the 3 games that I've played in the last like 2 months that I cannot fucking wait for.
Okay, all 3 of those games you like.
All 3 of those games I love. So Greg, you played The Crew.
I played the hell out of the crew.
Yeah.
I'm bad at it.
Yeah.
It's like when Titanfall was coming up, I'm like, I gotta get good at first-person shooters, and I like the montage of me lifting weights and Alfredo yelling at me.
Yeah.
I didn't really think that.
Why was Alfredo yelling at you?
Because he's really good at Titanfall.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of
working
muscles.
out. Yeah. So, anyways, but I'm gonna have to do the same thing for the crew. Like I'm totally like it was one of those things they're doing direct, the feed I'm playing and like Tim's filming, And I'm playing, and I am losing every one of the challenges I do. Like, the guy's like, oh, go do this race. And I'm like, oh, he's like, oh, you lost. No big deal. Go take down this car. I don't take down the car. He's like, But, like, and then I'd run into, like, the random events along the way. And, like, that's, like, weave between poles. And I'm like, oh, all right. And I'm doing that really well. And I'm leveling up, and I'm feeling, like, accomplished and stuff.
For sure.
Totally works out. They talk about, being an RPG with cars, an MMO with cars. Yeah, it works out.
And the cool thing about it is that it's so it's a big open world MMO driving game, but it takes place across America.
You okay? Okay. Go, continue.
Wait, what just happened?
We ran out of the Flaming Toast decals already. I thought we had 500. Or 350, I said. Well, guess what, everybody? You got to go to flamingtoast.com and give them 99 cents. Calm down, all right?
Why does Arthur have so many coming out of his pocket?
99 cents? Are you crazy?
So the crew takes place across all of America.
The United States.
Yeah, of America.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey, that's where we are.
That's exactly where we are right now.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things about it, which is sort of one of the things about playing a game on a next-gen console that's really impressed me so far, is that at any point you can zoom out. So say you're driving in Miami, you zoom out, you have all of America there. You can move your cursor over Las Vegas, zoom in, and all of a sudden you're at the Strip. No loading times.
That shit is the most next-gen thing I've ever heard.
So I don't
seamless,
awesome.
right? That's like the next-gen word, seamless. Like,
it's
that game, like, is incarnate, right?
Yeah. Right? It is in the, like, I don't know what the cloud is. Like,
it's all around us.
It's all around us.
Right now, Dad,
no, it's literally the Force.
First game, but
it's just the Force.
It's the midichlorians in your blood.
Yeah.
I think it took what Need for Speed Rivals is doing with next gen like multiplayer in racing and taking it to the next level.
And kind of what Test Drive Unlimited always wanted to do.
Right, exactly. And I agree. I'm super excited. I'm a big arcade racing fan, and everything that they've been doing has looked really great. So I know it's sometimes easy to get discouraged about racing games because it's like, oh, there's another random generic racing game. But if you guys have time, you really should swing by the Ubisoft booth and give it a try. It's really awesome.
What about this game called The Evil Within?
You really want to open up that can of worms?
There might be differing opinions on this game. Nope, there aren't.
Someone, I won't name their names, but they were asking me what they talked to you, and they said, I heard Damon says he likes Evil Within more than you, and I said, well, that's
actually
true.
I think I said I want to like it,
but I'm like Marty, me, and Mitch are all on the same level of not liking Evil Within, and he said, oh, you mean reality?
Oh.
Wow.
Well,
was that Shinji Mikami?
That was Shinji Mikami at the IGN meet and
having
greet.
a self-real talk moment? Yeah,
I think that they have a really great premise, but the execution just isn't quite there.
As someone who went to the PAX demo, I would love to know their premise.
That's what I was going to say.
Because the world's shifting and this guy doesn't care, and then there's this guy with the
No, I'm
premise.
not talking about the actual story of the game. I'm talking about what Mikami was trying to do, what his goal to set out to revive the survival horror genre and actually make it something.
By doing nothing new.
Well, right. Well, no, exactly. That's why I'm saying his execution failed. We're talking about a guy who created, who was super influential in this genre. We know with what he did with Resident Evil, but he just recycled a lot of the same ideas, and it's really hard to compete with modern cinema and all of the horror garbage that we're seeing and
like
all the stuff
Paranormal
they're trying
Activity,
out.
the marked ones.
Right, like they can make something and fail pretty cheaply, right? Like a B or C horror movie, but like games, no. I mean, you're like 50 million in, and then your failure is much bigger.
Yeah, it just felt like that entire demo, there was like a complete lack of like player authorship. Like nothing you did seemed to matter.
The city is like closing in around him. Buildings are about to crush this guy to death, and he has no thoughts about it at all.
So I don't know if that's just maybe halfway through the game where you realize why he has no thoughts. Maybe he's like seen some shit at the end.
I feel like it needed some context, some explanation. The demo needed some explanation.
Yep,
and some fun.
And you can't. I mean, and the scary thing about it is you can't be like, well, it's like a couple years out. That game's coming out in 4 months.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, the guy made Resident Evil 4, fucking Aladdin.
Yeah. To play devil's advocate just a bit, I mean, but do they have to reinvent the wheel? I mean, you guys are survival horror fans. There's some of you out there, right? Anyone?
Sure.
Yeah?
I am too.
Are you guys really looking for something super innovative, or do you just want something that's going to scare the shit out of you?
No, I want something interesting that has something to say. Like, that game is lifeless. There's nothing there that hasn't been done better before by Shinji Mikami.
Can we talk about his golf outfit, too? He dresses like a golfer now for some
He
reason.
looked handsome. I like that.
I didn't say it looked bad,
Yeah.
but he used to be like, one of those like rock star Japanese game developers, and now he's like in his golf outfit.
Sure.
He grew up.
I guess so.
I don't need these
He
belts
got that
and leather
country
anymore.
club money.
Yeah. I don't like his hat though.
Well,
Wait,
It's
are
now
you
become
really
fashion
critiquing his
scoop.
game
Yes.
based off his
Game
outfit? Is
developer
that
fashion
happening?
scoop.
Now we're just getting personal.
Sure.
we played Evolve.
Yeah, Evolve is awesome.
Greg was
Here we go.
Greg hates this.
Wait, Greg, why do you hate
What?
this game?
No.
No,
He doesn't
Greg.
he hates the fact that I keep bringing up that he was the Goliath and we beat him.
Damon tells everybody we meet, we played Evolve. Greg was the monster. We beat him. It's like, wow, thanks. Like,
Damon, I want to fight you in this game because I'm fucking beastly with that monster. I'm good at that game.
I hear you're really
Yeah,
good at
Mitch
it.
is
Yeah.
crazy good at it. Yeah.
We'll have to play against you. But that game is cool.
Did anybody out here play Evolve today? Did you like it? It was good, obviously, right? Yeah. I mean, I think what's unfortunate about playing it here at PAX is that you don't get a chance to really try out all of the different classes.
Right.
Sure.
Because you have to get up there and you play, and then you have to go back in line if you want to play another class, which is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really interesting idea, and I really want to see who they're bringing for other characters. And I tried to go them into like talking to me a little bit about like who are these other characters or their other classes, and they just like they were super tight-lipped about it. So hopefully at E3
They're good at that.
they're going to talk to us more about it. But essentially what they said is that there's multiple characters within each class,
Yeah.
and then each of those characters has their own unique abilities and their own unique weapons within that certain class set. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see more about that.
The interesting thing about that game is just the way the characters interact with each other, like at a mechanical level. So the relationship between these four that they're showing and Goliath is really interesting. But it's going to be really, really fascinating to see how, when they start shifting in new monsters and new characters with different guns and different skills and different ways to, support your team, the way those dynamics work together is going to be really interesting to see how they balance it out.
Yeah, and honestly, the balance between the four human characters is really tight.
Mm-hmm.
When Mitch and I, we got to play a few hours of it like a month or two ago, and playing through each character, you realize they fine-tuned the fact that every match needs each class, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, you
Everybody
don't see
feels
that
important.
a lot in
Yeah.
cooperative multiplayer games.
Yeah.
There's usually one class or two that's a little bit OP over the other ones, and especially playing as the Goliath, like the idea that you're like playing as the boss in the boss battle is a really unique thing that we haven't seen done before.
Yep.
real quick, Damon. This guy
Lay
is
it on
falling
us.
asleep in the panel.
Which one? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's late. It's late.
David holds back the audience. He's like, oh, it's okay.
Don't eat him and like tear
His
him
friends
apart.
are like tapping him.
It's
okay,
like
we're happy.
11 p.m.
Sir, if you'd like, you can come. You can sleep up here behind us. I have a sweatshirt you can use as a pillow.
It's true.
Okay.
This is a safe place. You rest your weary eyes here. This is a place to recharge.
What
When you
if-
wake up,
imagine-
you're gonna have full health.
What if he broke down into? He's like, "That's how I listen to the show. I just, I just drift off to
I
whatever."
can't. It's the only way I can sleep. It's the only way I can escape the
Well, we're
demons.
probably older than most people in this room, but we're still awake. What?
It's okay.
Now, granted, I did go home and take a nap.
That's fine.
Cheating.
I think we have microphones set up here in the
We have
middle.
one microphone
Yeah,
right here. We're gonna do
questions.
one mega line.
You have
Kind of like
the
an
other
indie
one.
mega booth.
You're holding my
Is it really
phone.
just
That's
one
why I
microphone?
said we have one. I'm pointing it out. I'm expressing things, Mitch.
Put the other one over there. We can.
In a
all right.
few
Fuck
minutes.
that. I'm not sharing a Marty mic. Ew, Marty.
In a few minutes, we want to start taking your questions, so if people want to start lining up,
All right.
now would probably be a good time. Anyway.
Just line up. You don't have to. Everybody calm
Don't
down.
run.
Any other last notes from the first day of PAX? Greg, we were like Invisible Ink.
Oh yeah, Invisible Ink was really cool. Invisible Ink is it
Mitch,
reminded me of
this is the
Gunpowder.
Clay game.
Yeah. Formal.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We had Clay family members down here. Yeah.
Are we talking about clay, like the natural substance that children were to use to make pottery? Are we talking about a development
that's not
studio?
it.
Wait,
Yeah, we
is
said
that
in
what
1
we're
second
talking
to take
about?
questions from the audience. Calm down, drunk guy. I respect your drunkenness, though.
Anyway, Clay, the guys to do Mark of the Ninja, Shank, Don't Starve, really good developers. Their new game is Invisible Ink, tactical stealth espionage game,
Right. Go in, hack stuff.
turn-based.
You got to
yeah.
go to doors and peek, and like it takes
Reminds me
some
of
of your movement points.
XCOM a little bit, but without the combat.
Yep.
It's more just about sneaking in, stealing information.
Yeah, what's
Nice.
interesting is the demo they're showing on the floor. You can go play it, but that's not what we saw, and that's not what they're driving at for the final game. Like
Very
the final
cool.
game, they're driving at. You have 1 hit point, so if you get shot, you're dead.
Yeah.
And down there, they had a whole, a bar, like a health bar, and that's not what the real thing is. I already said drunk guy.
Right.
Calm down. We're getting to him.
Whoa. Damn
At
spite
what point
words.
did I patronize you? I
think
said I
we're-
respect your drunkenness.
We'll probably pass by you. Okay, who's our first question here?
I was wondering, what's you guys' favorite game that it sucks, but you love it because it sucks, like like the room
Oh,
of
man.
games?
Like,
What's the bad game we love?
Yes.
Yeah,
It was
worst
Brink
game that we
for
love.
me.
Earth Defense Force 2017.
that's a pretty good one.
That game is dope. You shoot missiles at buildings and they all fall down and there are ants and robots and UFOs and shit. It's fucking awesome. Game is great.
That's what
Andrea?
Arthur
Oh, I
hates
said
everything.
Brink.
Oh.
It was Brink for me.
I know it.
And
Okay.
I like that they were like the precursor to what Titanfall was doing in their game, and like their ideas were so good, but the game was just so broken. It was just sad. I wanted it to be better. But I really did like that game. And Kingdoms of Amalur, I love that game.
That is not a bad game. Kingdoms of Amalur is awesome.
I feel like I get shit from everybody for liking that game.
Because
and I
it
was like,
killed
I
a
fucking love that
state.
game.
It literally killed the state.
The game's not bad, though.
That was the problem with the baseball players and the bank managers. It had nothing to do with the quality of the game.
Greg, what's yours? Uncharted 3?
I have
Holy shit.
impeccable and unquestionable taste in games, so there is no bad
God
game.
damn it.
10 out of 10. Uncharted 3, everybody.
Yeah,
Masterpiece.
I can't think of any games that I think are bad and also
Marty,
enjoy.
Did some motherfucker
do not
just
let
say
either of
Patapon
them
is a
walk
bad
away
game?
copping out like that. They have both copped out.
No,
There's no game that I think is not that good.
I have such refined
So, no,
taste. I only
mine's
like
not-
great games.
Mine's not a bad game that I think is good. It's just a weird game that I think is the greatest game of all time, and that's Banjo-Kazooie.
Look, that game's awesome.
And so the game is awesome, but I legitimately, unironically think it is better than any other game ever made.
I think it's really good. I don't think that's that crazy.
Okay.
If we're allowing that definition, then DC Universe Online,
You
the
are
greatest
ins-
MMO of all time.
Can we all talk about Far Cry 2 for the next hour?
But that is the greatest game of all time. So
It's
it's
fucking
No,
great.
let's just talk about Cookie Clicker, because really,
Well,
the game to end all games.
Get us out of here. Next question.
no, but
Damon
actually,
needs the answer. Damon needs the answer.
1 second. No, I don't.
Answer.
I don't have. I like really good games. Before, what? It's true. Before we get our next question, we have to show you something because we're going to give something away tonight, but we have to figure out a good way to give it away.
Yeah.
Eric, what are we giving away?
Dances. Eric Martin, he's
Bring
a
it- you have to bring it up
social
here so everyone can see
guy,
it.
and he's showing stuff. Eric Martin's got, it's a print.
Wait, what?
The fuck.
And this, of course, is from the Panda Musk art collection. This is Brian Altano riding on a horse with me on his back.
So we're going to give it away. He thought. Maybe,
Wait, who
maybe at the
made
end
that?
we'll ask like a trivia question.
Sure.
Okay, at the end we'll ask a trivia question.
Why does that exist?
Do you guys actually want this?
Is that the
a
trivia
thing?
question?
Why wouldn't it? Why does the Mona
That's a good
Lisa exist?
That was deep.
Because sometimes artists are inspired by beautiful things to create more beautiful things.
Okay, who's our next question here?
Hi.
Hi.
I have a quick comment and a question, if you don't mind.
Okay,
the quick
we'll allow
comment-
I
it.
hate the show, and I was wondering when it'll end.
The quick comment is, I'm 34 years old. I play Nintendo games since I was a little boy. You know, I played Sony games since I was a teenager. I love Microsoft. I just want to see on the record, fuck you, Nintendo, and fuck you, Sony, for not being a PAX East 2014.
Wow, that's kinda-
Wow.
Harsh.
The golf clap?
That's
No.
wrong, man. That's
No
You're
just
right.
wrong.
Your argument holds a lot of water. 'cause
I
of
still
course
love 'em,
Nintendo
but
could have come
it's
and
just
shown
wrong.
Mario Kart
Mario
8.
Kart 8, right?
And Sony could have come
Game
and
is rad.
shown. They could have come. They would have had a good time.
And this from the Sony fanboy. That's, that's
Well, I
impressive.
mean, I love all systems, and I just think it's wrong. It's just a missed opportunity, and I think it's a disservice to all the
I think
fans.
it. Yeah.
So.
I think it is a little crazy. Sure. Nintendo should totally have brought Mario Kart 8 in just that one game.
Yep.
And they
Oh,
would have
yeah.
owned the whole show for it. Everyone
it
would
would be
have
the
loved it.
biggest line on PAX, for sure. But my quick question is, as far as scoring systems, I actually started doing a little thing on the side and trying to score games, just, on the little website. And I ran into a lot of problems in my mind. I tried using the, 1 to 100 score. And I try to observe how you guys score games. And I'm just wondering if you actually have a system to it, what separates an 8.9 to a, 90, stuff like that. How do you guys actually approach a game to score it? And
That's all you got.
Marty's
that
revving
process
up.
work?
I don't write reviews anymore, so
I don't write
abstain.
reviews either. Yeah.
Marty's the only one here.
I'm literally the only one on this panel who scores games.
Is life better without reviews?
Arthur, you got any
You're
thoughts
the
on
only one that
this?
can answer the question.
No. I have multiple things to say. First, can I have this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Second, you should come to the panel that Arthur and I are on Sunday. What time is that? 2:30, possibly.
With a question mark?
I'll be there.
Probably in this
I'll be there.
building. It's about the myth of the objective
I
review.
got it. Hang on.
He's got
Good.
the internet.
Really good topic, actually.
A really good topic.
I have
If you didn't get
I have my
Game
Google
Scoop
Calendar.
PS4 cover, you can come to the Game Over Greggy show panel at noon and get a Game Over Greggy show.
you are a
tasty to
goddamn
go.
hack. I love that.
monster.
This is just me personally. I don't want to speak for anyone else up here, but I think reviewing or putting a number to a video game is complete batshit crazy. I think it absolutely takes away from the words we write, from the art that is the game itself. That being said, a lot of times a 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 is completely goddamn fucking random. Honestly. People will say, what is an 8.9 to a 9.1?
Right.
And I'll be like, I don't know. It is.
Well, that's the whole thing, is that I think that scientific of it doesn't exist, right? This is what I always argue about when we talk about the 100-point scale, is that what we do isn't science.
Sure.
So unless there's some rubric, scientific method we could go through to come down to bring it to a tenth of a point.
Yep.
That is, when I was reviewing on the 100-point scale, right, I gave, Uncharted a 9, right, the first one, and then I thought Infamous was a little bit better, and I gave it a 9.1, and then I thought Batman Arkham Asylum was better, so I gave it a 9.2. But I'm talking about it being better in the fact that I played that game and I'm like, this is amazing. I think it's closer to being great than it is closer to being a masterpiece. So then that gives me that it's going to be a 9 to 9.4, and then in there it's trying to insert it into what that order is.
No.
Do you think it helps to assign an adjective to
Yes, but
ranges of the score?
Even that, I think quickly, right? Like when you see a game, you play a game, you're like, that game was awesome, or that game sucked. That's how you talk to your friends about games.
Yep.
And then we get to this thing where it's like, well, it was okay, but I don't mean okay in terms of the scoring okay.
Yeah.
I mean okay is, like,
Well, it's so subjective too, right? Everyone's experience with games is different. I may absolutely love a game, and you may hate it because you're a hardcore JRPG player, and
Sure.
I love military shooters, and we just don't meet in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's hard, and that's why it's really important to find, a reviewer whose tastes in games align with yours.
Yep.
And sometimes it takes a while to really find that person.
It's the exact same with a film critic or a music critic.
Right.
Like you
Yep.
find the person who you're like, okay, it's like finding your friend who's like, we have really similar tastes, so you guys will bounce ideas off each other.
Yeah. Also, is there a second conversation happening out there? What's going on? Why is it so
There's actually
loud?
another podcast
Who's
at that
talking?
white light back room.
What's going on out there?
You can be sure to continue this reviews conversation at the Condor Theater Sunday at 2 p.m.
Tomorrow Sunday.
Tomorrow, Sunday.
The goddamn
Sunday.
time traveler, Mitch Dyer.
Time travel. Sunday, 2 p.m. Condor Theater.
Thanks, Mitch.
Next question.
why is it so loud back there? Beyond.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? Shh.
Mitch, tell your...
On a couple of your podcasts, you've alluded to the developers of Limbo maybe making a sequel pretty soon. They're due for an update. And then I was at the NVIDIA panel today, and I was looking at the screen, and I saw this logo that, Unless I'm in a Cave, looked like Limbo 2, and I was wondering if you guys knew anything about that. I took a picture of it.
No.
This is like every news tips email I get.
Limbo...
Playdead is making a different game.
Playdead is 100% making a game.
They're making a game, yeah.
And that game is not Limbo 2.
No.
It's not Limbo 2. It
Okay.
has some similarities.
Yeah.
It'll be a 2D platformer. Like, they talked about this 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We're like, we're doing another 2D platformer thing. It's going to be crazy and weird. You're going to see it. Never.
And then one of them spun off and did an indie game by
140.
himself. 140.
Game's pretty good.
That was a number. You reviewed that.
I reviewed that.
Yeah,
Wow.
what did you give it?
You just said you didn't do reviews.
Not anymore, because he's a news guy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I scored that game.
Sure, I don't care.
Anyway, next question. Oh, sorry.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah, thank you.
Scoop.
So first a comment. I've been watching you guys, listening since 2008, consistently every single week. So you guys, thank you for all the content. And a question. How do you think the Vita is doing since its release? I personally love it, but I can tell there aren't really that many games for it. But what do you guys think of it?
You love it, but you can tell there's not that many games for it.
I love the games
there are so many games for it.
Not many games that.
Yeah.
You got Persona 4. You got Persona 4.
Okay, Persona 4.
Terraria.
There's Gravity Rush.
Ollie Ollie.
Limbo, Ollie Ollie.
Borderlands 2 is coming.
Borderlands 2 is coming.
Yeah, but what do you guys think of it right now?
Remote play.
But Borderlands 2 isn't supposed to be all that hot.
Colin came around a bit on his second deeper dive. His deeper dive preview.
Colin Campbell?
No.
He said Colin Campbell.
Colin Campbell, love that second look at it.
He said Colin came around a bit.
That's exactly what he said.
My bad.
I got you, Greg.
Thank you.
I think the Vita is an amazing piece of hardware.
I like the Vita hardware.
Yeah. I love playing indie games on it, and I love
nervous?
Tearaway, but it's also my machine for PC indies that came out 3, 4, 5 a year earlier.
Yeah.
Those were months. I should have used the word months at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Vita, it's not doing what Sony probably wanted it to do, right? I mean they they dressed it up when you asked the question about how they, oh, it's been this or it's been, timidly received or whatever. And they're like, nah, it's it's doing whatever. But the fact is, right, they're not like flying off the shelves, and there's not a system selling game where you're like, holy shit, this is. I mean, it should have been Luminous, but holy shit, this is why I have a Vita, and so that's the problem they have.
It should have been Gravity Rush.
No, it shouldn't have been.
No. You don't think so?
No.
Just buy Tearaway.
7.5 IGN.com.
Tearaway is fucking incredible.
Do you think that if Monster Hunter was big in the U.S., we'd sell more Vitas here?
Yep. 100%.
They had a great Monster Hunter for it.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the thing, Monster Hunter just doesn't click here, which is
No,
weird.
because the game's fucking hard. That's
Yeah.
why.
Which
We
is
ain't
funny
got
'cause
time for that shit. We busy watching like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but so is Dark Souls, and that's pretty popular.
It's pretty true.
Thank
Thank you for your question.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Next question.
All right. So this is just a quick what if
Ooh,
for
what
both
if?
Marty and Greg.
Thanks.
What if both?
It doesn't have to be a what if.
First of all, that was amazing. First of all, that was quite amazing. No, but
Live streams. Please tell me someone was frapsing that.
Where are we going with this?
To the bedroom.
Twitch.tv/IGN.
Archives.
basically, what would happen if all the stars aligned and everything happened perfectly at Microsoft and Sony? What if they made a crossover with Blinks the Time Sweeper and Patapon?
What?
I could live with that.
Yeah. So I don't know, Greg, if you know, but I'm like a huge proponent of Blinks the Time Sweeper on Podcast Unlocked.
Okay, I don't know
Yeah.
if you know, I'm a huge proponent of the Patapon franchise on Podcast Beyond.
All right. So what if these two met? I love Patapon. I know these little cute guys, a lot of
Some musical
silhouettes.
rhythm combat there.
Yeah. I don't know if you know about Blinks, but he's got a vacuum. He's a cat.
Blinks would just get malaria and it's going jam all the time.
Wait, malaria? Is this Far Cry
I'm
2
turning
again?
Far Cry 2.
God damn it.
Everything with the Far Cry.
Yeah.
It would sell fewer copies than anything else on the Vita. And
It would make the two of us
just punch their stocks to the ground.
It would make the two of us happy, and then you'd realize the two of us have very little influence in anything in the world.
If we had influence, Ibn Ab would have been Game of the Year.
God, we actually never wrote an article or did a video on that.
It's a joke that is prevalent with our friends, and we mentioned once on a podcast, so I assume everyone to know how much it means to us.
Next question.
Okay. Well, first of all, I got to say, as a gay man, my dream just came true. That was hot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Now, as a black and gay gamer, I got to ask, what do you think of the importance of diversity in gaming?
It's important.
Yeah.
As the one diverse person on this panel, or the one minority on this panel, it was the 4 white dudes.
Mitch is kind of like a redhead.
So white. So white.
It's obviously super important. We actually just had a panel a couple hours ago about this that I was on. And it's really important, I think, for people to look outside their comfort zones and look for experiences that they're not used to. And sometimes it's really hard when you don't have those when you're growing up.
Yep.
Like when you're in high school or even in college, if you don't have those people in your life to open your eyes to those experiences. The internet is an amazing place to go and learn new things about other people and do it in a really, non-confronting way or a really horrifically confronting way on the internet. But it's it's something that I think we are seeing more of, particularly in the indie space, which is amazing when you get events like PAX that have a huge presence in the indie mega booth, people doing really awesome things there. And
Go talk to the guys who are making Always Sometimes Monsters about the subject.
Yeah. Great game. Really fantastic.
Yeah. I think we'd all agree that games are not as diverse as they should be.
Yep.
But they're more diverse than they used to be.
Right, we're
Absolutely. getting there.
So we're at least like on a positive trajectory, and that's not going to reverse. So things are just going to get better.
Yeah, I mean, we
over
always
time.
talk about our industry maturing, right? And the fact that in the long, the grand scheme of things, we're still so young compared to movies or something else. So it's fun to be a part of that right now and see those walls fall down, right? And see people have. It's the same. It's the story I always tell, right? Of like, growing up in the Midwest, I didn't know any gay people. And I'm sure I did, but they weren't, like in high school, nobody was out or anything. So I went to college still using the terminology, that's so gay. Not that it's, that's so homosexual. But it's so gay and like that's stupid. And, when I finally got to college and gay people were like, what do you mean when you say that?
Yeah.
And you stop and you think and they explain that's not cool. You stop doing it. And that's what is awesome about video games is that we're able to bring experiences to someone anywhere, right? Like if some of the games were out now, maybe I would have known that back when I was a dumb kid in junior high.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Especially in the last year, you had things like, you had Gone Home, you had Papers, Please, like you have stuff like Broken Age, like really throwing very interesting characters at the forefront that wouldn't have been there in the last few years. And honestly, like I don't want to toot our own horn, but like I think the industry as a whole, like sites like Polygon and Kotaku and we're doing it are doing really like trying to provide different voices and honestly giving you a full spectrum of opinions and views on the game industry. And like Damon said, it's not perfect. Trust us, we know it's not perfect, and it's shitty when we look in the comment section and realize that this turns into hate speech very quickly. Progress is being made though, and slowly but surely we're going to fix this shit. And honestly, 10 years from now, as great of a question as it is now, 10 years from now, that question is going to be dumb. Which is going to be great.
Dumb, just maybe not as relevant.
It's just not going to be relevant at all. Which is going to be
10 years from now, Marty's and I's child will laugh. That question.
No, I think that's very optimistic of you guys. I think we have a longer way to go than 10 years. But I think what's important is for people to remain open to new experiences and be okay with the fact that something's different. And that's something that I think we've really struggled with as a culture, particularly here in the U.S. and a lot of other countries around the world, is going, hey, this is different and it's not what I'm used to, but it doesn't mean it's bad. Just keep an open mind.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Hold on, everybody.
All right,
this is going to be a good one.
That's hurtful.
You just been raring to go since we got here. I want to hear the question.
Okay, you know what? I got a personal question for
Oh,
Greg.
shit.
Yeah.
Altano, how do you like him?
I love Brian Altano.
He's your best friend, isn't he?
No.
No?
My best friend's probably,
no.
Steimer. There you go. It's Christine Steimer. That's
Good
what
save.
I can answer.
Good save,
Okay,
Arthur.
Good job. Does that count? I always feel like that's a cop-out. Clearly, Christine's my best friend. Okay. All right, it's Christine.
Altano's fucking amazing. I know you asked it to Greg, but Altano's one of my favorite people in the world.
Misanthropealbum.com.
Yep.
Forget
so
Greg.
sad.
Let's hear for Damon. Let's hear from Damon.
Oh, my hetero life mate?
Brian Altano's awesome. Again.
How great would it have been if you were like,
Damon.
fuck Brian Altano?
No worse.
Fucking asshole
Brian,
owes me
everybody
$6
listens
grand.
to Brian Altano with us on the Super Knockin' Boots podcast.
It's a lot of dollars.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I'm just saying, as I relate to him. Hey, he's obnoxious as hell, and so am I. Yes. So
we all are.
Don't patronize me, whore.
You already used that line. Get another one. Come on.
Anyway, the question I want to ask is, what do you guys think about Sony and Nintendo copping out and not coming to PAX East?
It's apparently
we had that.
Is there an echo in here?
Well, no, that was just a comment. He was mad, the last guy.
Sure,
Made
sure.
a comment.
I don't think it's copping out. I think it's a business decision. I think it's a poor business decision, but I sort of get it. I mean, this, as much as we love PAX East, like as terms of a forward-facing event, a lot of media doesn't cover it. It's insane that Nintendo wasn't here with Mario Kart because that game would have ate this show up. I get why Sony wasn't here.
Well, I think a lot of people maybe don't realize just how expensive it is for a company like Nintendo or PlayStation to come to PAX. We're talking like probably in the $1 million range, if
I didn't
not
realize there was
more
that
than
much
that.
money.
I could not speculate.
I mean, I can as someone who's priced out the booth space and things like that for PAX. It's expensive to get the kind of space that they do. And if you're talking about a company that maybe like, hey, we can save jobs or we can go to PAX. Maybe that was the thing on the table. I don't know. But Nintendo also didn't show at E3 last year. I mean, that was a really big deal, them not showing at E3, but they still came out with a lot of awesome games and showed them on the show floor and had a great presence. Maybe they're just thinking, maybe we don't need to spend the money to be at these, consumer-facing shows, which is sad for us as the gamers, because we want to be able to play those things, but... like you said, it's a business decision.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we always lose sight of, I think, when we talk about this, right? In the fact that video games are a business and they have checks and balances and debits and credits to worry about, and we don't have to worry about that because we're dumb kids living in debt and we're all going to die. But they want to make sure this doesn't happen to their stockholders. So there's a huge cost for them to come here. And again, what is Sony's not going to bring the show here to show you? Like, you know what I mean? And outside of that, they really don't have...
The show, the baseball game? Was that what
it's opening?
It was a very confusing sentence.
What other game?
I thought it was the big show.
I can see why.
PlayStation drops the curtain at their booth and it's just the big show waving.
And it's just silence because no one knows who the fuck he is.
Let's keep it simple.
I can see why Sony's not here, but Nintendo's...
has a Wii U just for Smash Brothers.
Oh.
Yes.
Does that have to be a caveat? Can we just have a Wii U? And
I have a Wii U. No.
Mario Kart?
Obviously,
Yes,
that's
Mario Kart there.
Super Mario 3D World?
And that's another question I have for you.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, you asked like 3 questions. Haven't you
fucking
used your
Bogart.
allotment? There's people waiting behind you.
I'm sorry. Do you think we have a console?
All right, that was his last question.
Are you really that sorry?
All right, this is the last question. Go.
The last question. Do you think we have a console? Other than just going for it. And
wait, do we have a console? Greg died. R.I.P. Greg Miller. Mitch rang it up.
That's ridiculous within itself. Do we have a console? Do we have a console? Is the Wii U the next GameCube? That's my question.
I mean, yes. Well, no, it's the next Wii. The Wii was the next game. I don't know what's happening.
No.
All right.
Don't boo him. Don't boo.
Give terrible parts.
I have no idea how I'm going to follow that guy.
Let's be nice. yeah, right. Okay.
All right, so
next question.
What is a game that you guys can't stand but everyone absolutely loves?
Half-Life 2.
I thought we got this question.
What?
Holy shit!
I'm with you, Greg. Greg, I'm with you. It's okay. I don't like Half-Life done.
So,
I thought the same thing, and then I played
the majority of people in this room can't stand Half-Life 2?
Fuck every single one of you. That game is amazing.
It's boring.
Oh my god.
It is boring.
You're all crazy. Crazy people.
No, he's right.
Oh my god.
What is happening? For years I have suffered in silence thinking I was the minority. But just like you, sir, I am 10 years in the future. And we are the majority now. Pack it in, Valve.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my god, my face hurts.
So does my heart.
All right, Mitch, what's yours?
Man, I don't know that I can think of it. Wow.
Die. Seriously. Wow. Red Dead is fucking dope.
Man. I think mine is probably the original Legend of Zelda.
Oh, wow.
I can't stand that game. The rest of them are really good. Mitch, the rest of them are really
Mitch
good.
just got
None of
broken
them
up.
are that good.
So all single guys, there's a cool single girl in the front.
Mine, this is going to be really bad. I hope no one from Bethesda is here, is literally everything Bethesda's ever made.
Oh my god. No, I would.
No.
That's really good.
That is not even a fair statement.
No, that's really good. I played
Elder
Oblivion.
Scrolls, Fallout.
So,
No, you
101.
I just don't get it.
I played Oblivion for 20 hours before I realized, like, oh man, I haven't had fun once. I should just stop.
Not even Fallout 3.
Yeah,
Dishonored? You didn't have any fun with Dishonored?
That's not Bethesda.
Oh, Dishonored is so
They
good.
published it.
Okay, no, I like Dishonored because it's Arcane does our making game.
Well,
Okay,
excuse
so
me, then you have
as
to
a
take back
developer.
what you just said.
Well, Bethesda published.
Softworks.
So I'm just going to say Elder Scrolls Fallout universe.
So not everything Bethesda,
you.
just anything Elder
That's
Scrolls
true.
or Fallout.
Arthur is seething right
What about?
Arthur's like, fuck off, you're never coming to Rebel FM again.
What about Fallout New Vegas?
Nope.
Oh man, yeah, I know, right? It's okay. This is the whole question. What game do you hate that everyone else likes? So obviously
It's working. Obviously, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Damien?
I don't like Pokemon.
It's okay, Damon. I don't like Pokemon either.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's not my thing.
It was a show last fall.
Have fun playing Pokemon, everybody. I'm not going to play Pokemon. It's fine.
Wow, you must have hated today because Greg kept singing that
No,
song.
I like Greg's song about Pokemon. That's good.
Oh man.
Do we hit
I
everyone?
said thanks, Dad.
This was stressful.
Which one was his father?
I don't know. Are we all dead?
Probably not.
No.
That was a good question.
Thanks for
Yeah,
turning
that was
the
really
whole
good. I
audience on
appreciate
every
that.
one of us.
Yeah.
I'm small.
But you have an amazing
You can move the
beard.
mic.
That's true.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, sorry.
I like this guy.
Is Watch Dogs in development hell? Because I saw it today, and like, their booth was really weird. Like,
You saw Watch Dogs today.
sort of.
So you got to play it and really enjoy it because it's coming
Yeah, it
out
was
real
great.
soon.
Yeah, I loved it.
Not playable, you say?
Okay, has anyone else here played Watch Dogs?
No.
Nope.
Cena played.
I have to say, for all of us that are here that go to these events and preview events on a regular basis, the fact that none of us have
Marty's
has
seen it a lot.
played-
Marty's seen it a
I
lot.
played a lot of it.
Oh, wait, you
Why is my hand
have?
in the air? That's why I played a lot of it.
So tell us, how
How
is it?
Bethesda-y is it?
Well, it tells a story and lets me actually have control over things, so I guess I like it. I don't know. No. I've played about 3 hours of it so far. I'm going to play more very soon. I liked it so far. I think when it tries to be GTA, it fails. But when it tries to be something different, it's really exciting. When it tries to eschew from sort of point A to point B, like what GTA 3 did, it'll never be able to match what kind of Rockstar has with that. But when it lets you play missions in terms of, you're given an open space and it kind of feels like Hitman, where you can infiltrate, or you can go in guns a-blazing, or you can stand outside a complex and hack your way in. I think the game's really interesting. So
development hell.
No, I mean,
maybe a little
the game is literally
It's
coming
not-
out in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That is, if that's 6
So
weeks of
it's
hell.
like
that's-
Assassin's Creed, but in a city in modern day with hacking.
I mean, no.
Because it's kind
That
of like
wasn't
what
a great
you were
answer,
talking
I
about,
guess.
right?
I am excited to play more of it. I mean,
That's like saying, like,
I'm not saying
Battlefield
that's
is just
bad. I'm a
Doom with
huge
soldier
Assassin's
guys.
Creed fan, so
Sure,
I'm
sure.
just asking. Because when I saw the demo, the first thing that screamed to me was like, "Oh, you're infiltrating like a Templar fort and having to take it over."
Sure,
That's exactly what it looked like.
yeah, and we all keep expecting that there's going to be some, like, Assassin's Creed, like, gotcha at the end. And it turns out that you're Desmond or one of those fools. Sorry. I can't even apologize. It's awful.
It's all Abstergo Entertainment.
But no, honestly, the game's not dead. I'm excited. I'm legitimately excited to play more. And it's going to be out soon, so we'll all see. And it might be dead on the Wii U. Who cares?
It might surprise you. Next question.
Hey guys, I'm Christian.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Christian.
And I actually really love video games because it's an emotional experience for me. So I wanted to ask you guys, what is the most memorable game that has made you cry?
Oh, that's a heavy one.
Far Cry 2.
Really?
That malaria, Mom.
They all turned on me.
Why does Far Cry 2 got brought up so much? Is this
I
a
fucking
day
love
at
that
work?
game,
I
Marty.
know you do.
Actually, I don't know that any game has ever made me cry, but the one that came closest was probably Gone Home.
Okay.
Yep. Man, good choice.
I definitely teared up in certain moments in Mass Effect 3 just because I'm a giant Mass Effect fan.
Sure.
Yeah, Mass Effect. But by far the most emotional experience was definitely the Walking Dead season 1, for sure.
Yeah. You and I talked about
There
this
was
on
some
video.
really, really tough shit you had to go through in that game, and that last episode was a gut wrencher for sure.
Yep.
Mitch, Greg.
I mean, Greg and I talked about this on video at IGN. Like, Walking Dead obliterated me. That last episode was devastating.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Walking Dead for sure was definitely one of those ones that the next day I remember walking to the train and it was all sunny out. And I was listening to the track that plays over the end credits and immediately got all depressed again and started thinking about everything. But in the same way, like, Gone Home was an immediate, like, I was scared, then happy, then scared, and then like this, and then what's happening? Oh my God. And then like when it ended, like I put it down, you know what I mean? Watched the credits, and then walked into the bedroom, and Christine was playing Guild Wars, of course, and I hugged her really tight. I just knelt next to her and hugged her.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because it was like that bittersweet moment of like, that touched me on it.
I mean, I feel like these are all easy answers, but very apt answers. But like walking up the mountain in Journey, like that is absolutely like an incredibly touching moment. Yeah, I don't know that stuff. I'm trying to think of the first one that touched me.
Right.
And it's a weird one.
Does Love Bloom on the battlefield?
Battlefield?
Does Love Bloom on the battlefield?
Does
Love Bloom touched me in the heart.
Seriously, having to pull the fucking trigger
on the boss
Snake Eater is crazy. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Okay, we have to enter a lightning round because we only have like 3 minutes left.
All right.
No,
So we really have to stop? We can't just keep going? Enforcers?
No.
What is that answer? That doesn't tell me what to do.
That means proceed.
All right.
He just walked away. We're fine.
Also,
I think he's going to go double check for you.
The enforcer's going to speak.
Here we go.
Wait.
That answer is that I don't have a microphone over there.
Oh. What if we start a Patreon right now and just give you $1 for every minute we can have?
I can give you 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. 5 more minutes. Thank you. Thank you, enforcers.
For the record, Greg, camping is a legit strategy.
You're right. And so, you know who else knows that now? Justine, Freddie Wong, bunch of chumps at Rooster Teeth.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, throwdown.
I have no idea what just happened.
He was just joking.
Watch the Gauntlet Season 2.
Next question from the guy in the very awesome GameScoop t-shirt.
Thank you. Hey, what's up, guys?
It's like the end of the night at the club where they turn the lights on.
So, a couple of GameScoops ago, it was suggested by someone on GameScoop that perhaps the Wii U should relaunch, that Nintendo should, come out with the console again. So what would your guys' recommendations be to Nintendo if they did decide to relaunch?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
So
Get
keep
out of
the
hardware.
same name and everything.
Get out of hardware.
Who suggested that?
I don't know.
Probably Justin Davis.
Yeah. Get out of hardware, go into software, do it right.
Yeah,
Like, Sega
that's
fucked it
Nintendo's
up, but
problem.
It's a totally
Exactly.
legit strategy.
They just haven't brought the software to the game, and that's what we've been waiting for.
Nope.
You guys remember when the 3DS launched? Like, there was no games out for the 3DS either. And now there's awesome games. There's lots of stuff to play on your 3DS. But, like, how many years has that system been out now? It's like, why is Nintendo holding back on us? Like, Super Smash? Really? Winter 2014?
That's winter 2015. That game is absolutely not coming out this year.
2014.
That will be
It's
2015.
just like, what's the holdup? What else are you working on?
NES takes time, bro.
PK Fire. No, absolutely what they need to do is they need to come out with a single platform that is handheld and that you can throw to your TV. And that's what they need to do. Have the 3DS, give it a little marriage with the Wii U. They can make a baby. We can watch 9 months later. We can watch the birth.
3DU coming
The
soon.
3D. Holy shit! Did we just do that? That's all. Reggie Fee is in the back of the audience. He has that Let Tim host shirt. That's absolutely what should. I think they should have a single system that marries the two of them, and they'll be fine.
Next question.
Really quick, next question.
Lightning round.
Nice t-shirt.
Thank you. What are you guys looking forward to seeing most at E3? Ooh. What game?
Well, speaking of Nintendo, they did promise a new Zelda game at this year's E3.
Halo 5. I really hope
Good
Microsoft shows something. That was an amazing teaser they dropped last year. We have not heard one peep about it since then.
Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, fucking Battlefront.
Patapon.
Be fucking serious.
I'm serious. Wait, they love fucking making collections. Give me trophies and give me all 3 games.
Uncharted PS4? That's got to be happening, right? Mm-hmm.
It's usually a great sign that you're going to see something good on a game when everybody keeps fucking quitting.
Oh.
I'm not going to ignore the news, Marty. You yell at me. I'm really excited to see if Phil Spencer does something really rad for Microsoft. I would love a really rad Microsoft conference that has some new IPs. Yeah, put it about the game.
God, just give me a Gears of War teaser. It's all I care about.
It might be a good time to officially announce Tomb Raider 2. Also,
ooh, there you go.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Wait, Tomb Raider and the first letter's a 2.
Yeah,
we just made that video game.
Sony could steal the show though if they showed up when we're like, "Here's the Last Guardian."
Wow.
No,
everyone's angry about it.
Never gonna happen.
All right, lightning round. Next question.
Let Tim host.
Okay. Really quickly, I took off my Let's Tim host shirt because he was socializing while you 2 kissed.
Classic Tim.
Okay. What is the dumbest idea for a game that you want to see?
What do we want to see?
Goat Simulator was already made, so...
Marty, you already have an answer to this question.
Did I also had 11 beers afterwards, so I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Cold Stone.
Oh, the Cold Stone Creamery game.
Wait,
it already exists, though. It already exists.
This is my answer too.
So yeah, it already exists, but yeah, no. Okay, just keep going. So the evidently is the Cold Stone Creamery game for Wii, where you have.
We have 5 minutes. Right?
Wait, where you get to like mix with the
You
Wii
said
mouse?
5, and then he said we could have 5 extra.
That was 5 minutes ago.
Bullshit.
Okay.
How much? We will legitimately pay you if we can keep
Where's
going.
Eric Martin? Eric Martin needs to come up here with the print.
Oh, the print.
the trivia.
Away the print.
Let's
Eric
wrap
Martin
this up.
left a long time ago.
Trivia question, Greg.
What?
Something smart.
What happened?
You got to think of a trivia question.
Oh, okay.
At Matt Whitaker.
No, Greg's thinking.
Question.
Yeah.
Marty, we got a vamp.
Fucking Vamp. Remember Vamp and MGS4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude was weird.
That final fight scene was crazy.
Yeah, he
that
put knives in his own body. They had nanomachines in that game.
God damn the nanomachines.
So yeah, MGS. It's $30 prologues is a thing now, right?
I know.
Oh wait, the art.
Okay.
I mean,
Eric has a
that's
question.
pretty awesome. As weird as it is, it's still that's some good art.
All right. Eric has a question.
Yeah, right. The horse got like gypped out of that, right?
Okay.
Like it's just like eyeball, just the horse's eye.
I like that. I like yours.
And it's the first one. The first hand that goes up wins this. But see, you don't know the question yet. And the question is, I'll ask it when all hands are down.
Your hand's still up, fool.
Yeah, that guy. He's not going to win.
Put that claw
You know
down.
you're never getting called on.
Don't patronize me, whore.
Now the question is, who wants this the most? Okay,
That guy in the red. That guy in the red, for sure.
Wait, is that really how we
Nice.
solved it?
Congratulations. Oh, and before they turn our mics off, to whoever brought us these cocktails, thank
Fuck
you
yeah.
very much. It was very kind of you.
Listen, thank you all. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I know it was really late to be here, but this was a lot of fun. It was really good. Coming up very soon is GameScoop episode 300. We're going to live stream it at IGN, so we'll let you know the details very soon. Thank you all so much. GameScoop is IGN's longest running show, and it's all because of you. So,
Absolutely.
really, 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 thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, all of you. My name is Damon. This is IGN GameScoop, and we're out.